If you're over 30 and you wake up feeling heavy, sluggish, or just off despite getting enough sleep, I want you to look past your heart and your liver for a moment. Look deeper. Most people don't realize that the majority of chronic illnesses, from skin inflammation to autoimmune struggles and even clinical anxiety, don't start in the organs we usually blame. They start in the dark, winding corridors of your intestines. We've been told for decades that we are what we eat, but that's a half-truth. The reality is you are what you absorb. If your gut isn't functioning correctly, even the most expensive organic superfoods are just passing through you, leaving your body starving for nutrients. Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to look at why your gut is actually your second brain and how you can reboot your entire health system starting today. Welcome to Health Morph. I'm your host, and today we are conducting a deep dive investigation into the human microbiome. In this video, we aren't just talking about avoiding junk food. We are looking at the silent daily habits that are eroding your gut lining right now. We'll discuss the groundbreaking science of the gut-brain axis, why your happiness hormone is actually made in your stomach, and the specific warfare happening between good and bad bacteria. Stick around until the end because I'm sharing a simple 3-ingredient traditional remedy that acts like a reset button for bloating and acidity. To understand how to fix your gut, you have to understand what it actually is. Your intestines are roughly 25 to 28 feet long. That is a massive surface area dedicated to one thing, interacting with the outside world. But here is the shocker. Your gut contains over 500 million neurons. That is more than your spinal cord. This is why scientists now officially refer to the gut as the second brain. This isn't just a metaphor. Your gut and your brain are in a constant 24/7 conversation through the vagus nerve. Have you ever had a gut feeling or felt butterflies before a big presentation? That's your second brain talking. But it goes deeper. Approximately 90% of your body's serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for mood, sleep, and appetite, is produced in the gut, not the head. The reality check. When your gut is inflamed, your serotonin production drops. This is why digestive issues almost always go hand in hand with irritability, brain fog, and a lack of motivation. If you've been feeling down lately, it might not be a mental block. It might be a bacterial imbalance. A healthy gut equals a healthy mind. So how does a healthy gut go bad? It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow erosion. When the delicate lining of your intestines becomes compromised, we enter the territory of leaky gut syndrome. In a healthy state, your gut acts like a high-security border. It lets nutrients in and keeps toxins out. But when that border breaks down, microscopic holes allow undigested food particles and toxins to leak into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees these as invaders and goes into a state of red alert, leading to chronic inflammation. The main culprits, the medication loop. We have a habit of reaching for an Advil or an antibiotic at the slightest hint of discomfort. While necessary at times, these are nuclear bombs for your microbiome. They don't just kill the bad bacteria, they wipe out the good ones too. Chronic stress and overthinking. Remember that gut-brain connection? When you're stressed, your body diverts blood flow away from digestion to your muscles for a fight or flight response. If you're always stressed, your gut is never fed enough blood to repair itself. Circadian disruption. Late-night snacking and poor sleep cycles confuse your gut's internal clock. Your digestive enzymes have a rhythm. If you eat a heavy meal at 11 p.m., you're forcing a sleeping system to work overtime. I once spoke with a patient who said, "I don't understand it. I eat a small, simple diet of rice and bread. I don't overeat, so why am I always bloated?" The answer was simple. He was starving his friends. Inside your gut, you have trillions of bacteria. You can think of them as an internal city. To keep the city running, you have to feed the workers, and the workers eat fiber. Without fiber, your good bacteria grow weak and die off.
When they die, opportunistic or bad bacteria move in. These bad bacteria produce gas as a byproduct, leading to that heavy feeling, even if you didn't eat much. How to fix it? You need to move towards whole, unrefined foods. Grains, switch from white flour to oats, barley, or quinoa. Vegetables, focus on cruciferous greens, carrots, and squash. Fruits, apples, pears, and bananas are incredible, but here is the rule. Eat the whole fruit. When you juice an orange, you throw away the prebiotic fiber and keep the inflammatory sugar. Cautionary note: if you haven't been eating much fiber, do not double your intake tomorrow. Your bacterial city isn't ready for that much cargo. Increase it by 5 grams every few days to avoid temporary bloating. If fiber, prebiotics, is the food, then probiotics are the soldiers themselves. Sometimes your internal army is so depleted that you need to send in reinforcements. This is where fermented foods come in. Homemade yogurt or kefir. These contain live cultures like lactobacillus. Fermented vegetables, sauerkraut, or kimchi. The golden rule: avoid probiotic drinks from the grocery store that are loaded with 20 grams of sugar. Sugar is the primary food for bad bacteria and yeast, like Candida. If you buy a sugary probiotic drink, you're sending in soldiers and then immediately feeding the enemy. Stick to traditional, unsweetened, fermented foods. A single bowl of home-set yogurt is more powerful than most expensive supplements. The lifestyle reboot: fasting and hydration. Beyond food, there are 2 free tools you must use. 1. Proper hydration. Your gut is a flushing system. Without water, your waste turns into bricks. This leads to constipation, which means toxins sit in your colon for days, being reabsorbed into your blood. Aim for 8 to 10 glasses of water daily. If your urine isn't pale yellow, you are failing your gut. 2. Intermittent fasting, the cleaning cycle. Your gut has a mechanism called the migrating motor complex. Think of it as a janitor that sweeps through your intestines, clearing out undigested food and bacteria. The catch is the janitor only comes out when you aren't eating. If you snack every 2 hours, the janitor never gets to work. Try a 12-12 or 14-10 fasting window. Finish dinner by 7 p.m. and don't eat until 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. This gives your gut the 12-hour repair window it desperately needs.
The emergency gut water remedy. Now, as promised, here is a practical, science-backed Desi remedy for those days when your digestion feels stuck. The cumin, coriander, mint reset. Cumin, Jeera, stimulates digestive enzymes and reduces gas. Coriander seeds, Dania, known in traditional medicine for its cooling effect, reducing internal heat or acidity. Mint, Pudina, calms the muscles of the gut, allowing gas to pass and relieving cramps. How to make it? Take 1.5 cups of water in a pan. Add ½ teaspoon cumin seeds and ½ teaspoon coriander seeds. Add 5 to 6 crushed fresh mint leaves. Boil until the water reduces to 1 cup. Strain it and sip it warm, not hot, about 30 minutes after your heaviest meal. This isn't a magic pill, but it provides immediate relief from heaviness and helps your body process food more efficiently. If you're ready to take control of your health, subscribe to Health Morph. We bring you the science without the fluff. Drop a comment below. Have you ever noticed your mood change when your stomach is upset? Let's discuss the gut-brain connection in the comments. Also, if you're struggling with severe constipation or chronic acidity, click the video on the screen right now. I've put together a specialized guide on how to handle those specific issues. Stay healthy, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next one. Disclaimer: this content is for educational and informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your doctor before starting any new diet, especially if you have pre-existing medical conditions or are taking medication.